Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program today. And as you can see, one more time, and that does say a lot for our program, we have a full house right here. All of us right here on the mats in front of you are here to help you stretch with us, to make the most of your body. And please remember, if you can move, you can stretch. To my extreme right, in the green t-shirt, we have Talisa Michela. Talisa, welcome back to the show. It's amazing how, if you can, you never miss an episode. So we'd like to hear from you. Anything you'd like to share with our viewers?
Well, I'd like to say thank you for allowing me to be here.
My pleasure.
And it's always a pleasure to be around new faces in the program. I have this project I have, the Love Train. I'm going to mention it for the rest of the month. Love Train on YouTube. I believe it's Love Train 26 or 27. Right. It was 25 or 26. It's just a little bit of improv. It shows itself. It's very a little bit like, it's a little morbid. It's a little like gross, but it's very interesting.
Is it spooky?
It's a little spooky, but it's like a series of love trains just occurring on the web, on YouTube, so it's really great. Also, been doing yoga for nearly 3 years in July 28th, and I just love doing yoga and I love being here to experience the stretch with you guys.
It's amazing. I'm so happy that you're back, Talisa, and it definitely shows that you have been taking care of yourself. You have been stretching, and that's really all it takes. For viewers out there who have not had a chance to practice yoga specifically, as Robyn will vouch for it after today's episode, it doesn't matter. You don't have to call it yoga. Whatever you do, every breath you take, every stretch you make, every part of whatever we do is an aspect of yoga. When you're stretching, you're buttoning up your little boy's shirt. You're down in thunderbolt posture. You're folding all the way forward. I could be just sitting here painting my toenails. That's Paschimottanasana. That's bird beak. You have a name for it in yoga. That's all we do. We just give it a name. So it doesn't matter. If you don't know the names of those postures, it's okay. Just stretch. So welcome back, Talisa. It's really wonderful to have you, and it's a pleasure to watch you too. So viewers at home, please watch and note that we may all be at different levels, but here at the studios, all we're doing is sharing positive energy. We're not competing against each other. I'm not going to go into very deep forward folds like Talisa and Josiane. I'm going to do the best I can. I have a little bit of an obstruction right here in the middle of my body, so I'm not going to worry about it. I need to get my stretch, so I'm going to try. Robyn Odegaard. Robyn, welcome to the show. I know you haven't practiced before. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, like I told you earlier, I am an athlete. I've been an athlete for a long time, a runner. I bike a lot,
Right.
but I don't stretch like I should, and I think I have the hamstrings for someone who's about 5 inches shorter than I am.
So you're not talking about height. I'm going to sit on this. Keep talking. I want to look taller.
I don't do really well with yoga, but I do have a company that I run, and I'm really busy with Champion Performance Development and the Stop the Drama campaign. So I'm very busy with that, so I don't get as much stretching as I should.
Well, when you bike, you bike a lot, right?
I do. I bike a lot.
So don't you need to stretch before and after? It's like a runner, right? Don't you need to stretch?
I should probably.
Yeah.
But usually I'm in between meetings. I'm in between working with a client, and I grab my helmet and my bike and I run off for 20 miles and I come back and I go back to the next client.
So riding your bike is more a transportation for you at the moment?
Actually, it's just stress relief.
That's good, though. It's obviously it sounds like you enjoy riding a lot.
I do.
So I think after a couple of episodes with us, when you learn safe ways to do some simple stretches, you're going to enjoy your bike rides even more because you know you have a safety net before and after your bike ride. So what happens is when you're riding a bike or you're running, and even when you go to the gym, you're strengthening your muscles, right? So in bikes, you probably strengthen your calf muscles, your quads. In yoga, what we do is we help you stretch. So basically, we're helping you find that balance. And as we stretch, when we fold over, we're stretching the back of the body, the spinal extensors. When we bend backwards, we're stretching the low back. So, of course, all muscles are connected. So in some way, if you're stretching in one part of the body, another part is getting strengthened. But here, it's a conscious stretching. And to Talisa's point, a few episodes ago, you made a good point. Talisa holds a posture as long as her breath will allow her. So that's what we do in yoga. We try to combine your stretching with your breathing, which means you are optimizing your capacity to stretch because your breath tells you when you're breathing, when you have those long exhales and you come to the end of your exhale, it actually tells you, okay, it's time to come out of a posture. That's how you don't hurt yourself. That's how you stay safe. So welcome to the show, Robyn. I hope you'll go home feeling happily sore. That was another participant's expression. I liked it. So yes, you should feel sore. You shouldn't be in pain, but you will feel a little bit sore. But I don't think it can match anything that your cycling does to you or for you. So welcome to the show, Robyn. We have Indra Doodnauth to my immediate left. Indra has been in quite a few episodes now. What, 7, 8 episodes?
Probably.
And she's well on her way to becoming a yoga addict too. So welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure.
I'm an actress studying film and television. I'm studying commercial class right now, and I took monologues and technique, and I'm going to move on to screenplay and improv. When I love yoga. When I first started coming here, I came with an intention of just trying out something different, just
putting your foot behind
just
your
trying
neck.
something else different for relaxation or whatever. But since I started coming here, I'm learning so much more about how it can help with different types of ailment.
Yes.
And also, I feel wonderful since I've been coming here. I'm sleeping better, and
That's good to hear.
I know a lot of people. They wait until they're really sick and then they go see the doctor or do something about it. And why not? I mean, if yoga can help prevent some of these ailments, why not do it?
That's right. That's another thing. That's another very good point, Indra. What we're trying to do in yoga, we're not promising you any miracles. We don't promise any miracle cures. You're not going to pull a jumbo with your teeth. You're not. All we're trying to do is find our center of balance. So you're not going to levitate. All the levitation happens in the mind. So you're going to feel really lightheaded. And I'm talking lightheaded in an intelligent way. I'm not talking about airy-headed. I'm talking about really lightheaded. You're going to feel great. And that's all stretching does for us. Well, I shouldn't say all. That's basically what stretching does for us. When we stretch, what we're doing is in yoga, when we stretch, we think we're stretching the muscles, but what we're really doing is we're stretching the tendons that connect the muscle and the bone.
Right.
So when you stretch the tendons, you're releasing feel-good juices called endorphins, and that's what gives us a high. So when you're cycling, for example, you get an adrenaline rush, and the reason it's important for you to stretch after you're cycling, if you want to stay at that high, you want to stretch a little bit and you'll feel wonderful. So you want to keep that that really addictive feeling of staying on a high without putting any stuff into your body. What can be more tempting than that? Sandra Dawson to Indra's left. Sandra, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's a
Tell us a
pleasure
little
to be
bit.
here.
Tell us a little bit about
Well,
yourself.
I'm a love coach, and
I like that.
Yes,
Tell us what that is.
Yes, and I teach people how to love themselves and to recover from abuse. Yeah.
You're talking physical, mental?
Physical, mental, and verbal abuse, any kind
great.
of abuse. And right now, I'm dealing with arthritis.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons I want to learn more about yoga, because I've been doing yoga for years. I completely believe in it. I recommend it to everyone.
Good.
And I think it's extremely important. And at this point, I would like to learn the best yoga moves to cure myself
what you
of
wanna
my
do.
arthritis. Yeah.
What you want to do is learn safe ways to do simple
Yes.
stretches, as we were talking
Yes,
earlier.
yes.
And since you mentioned arthritis, I just want to point out something. this program deals with 8 common ailments. One of them we attend to is arthritis. And we're talking about arthritis of the knees. So it's important to understand how that is caused, what happens it could be genetic, so you could have it in your genes, but you can help prevent it or delay it. The inevitable. You cannot stop a thunderstorm, but you can carry an umbrella. So you cannot stop what's coming to you, but you can delay it a little bit, right? So what you want to remember is when you bend and unbend your knees, there's a synovial fluid. We're talking about the feel-good juices. This time, it's important to remember there's a kind of fluid that gets secreted. As we grow older, that dries up a little bit. So you want to keep doing knee bending stretches. In yoga, we've identified about 15 to 20 knee benders in this sequence. And the more you bend and unbend your knees, you find over a period of time, yoga doesn't have quick fixes. It takes a while, and you've already been practicing. So you'll find that over a period of time, when you target different regions of the body, for asthma, you open up your chest, so you want to enhance your chest muscles. For arthritis, you target the knees. For constipation, target the lower abdominal region. So we do forward folds that compress the lower abdomen and the upper thigh. So it's regional.
Good.
So as long as you can absorb that, you keep that in your mind, don't think of any spiritual stuff. There's no chanting. And I know Josiane would have loved to do some breathing. We don't do too much breathing exercises on the show simply because I don't think folks want us to just sit here and breathe. It's very hard. They want to see us move.
That's right.
Right? And if you want them to stretch, they want us to suffer with them. So when I say suffer, I'm saying it in a happy way. So Sandra, you're in the right place. So
Great.
welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Josiane Hurd has been with us in many episodes before. She is totally a yoga addict. So Josiane, I don't think you need any introduction from me, so I'll have you tell our viewers any words of wisdom, pearls of wisdom you want to share.
Taking one day at a time.
One day.
Better than the day before.
That's right.
That's right.
No competition. We are competing against ourselves. Every day, 1 millimeter, and even though we cannot measure it, you will feel it. You will feel the difference. One day, the downward dog, when I first started stretching, the down dog, where you go totally forward, but your hands and feet are further apart. My class teachers, my yoga teachers used to tell me, that's a rest posture. And I said, yeah, right, that's not rest. It's hurting. But after a while, you learn to enjoy it. It doesn't hurt anymore. It's a happy pain, right? You learn to exhale.
Not yet.
So, Josie, welcome back. It's really inspiring to have you on the show as well. You and Talisa are going to be our guides for today. Before I forget my manners, I'd like to thank our director, Danny Darrow, Arthur English, in the control room, George Sotorelis in the control room as well, Rich Spezial, our facilitator for today, who set up all these lights and the sound system. Thank you so much for making this episode happen. We almost thought we would have to cancel taping today. Sandra, just a quick question. Is it your birthday today? Did
Yes,
you not
it
tell
is.
me? Oh, wow. Happy birthday.
Thank you. This is my birthday present to myself to be here.
Wonderful, wonderful. I hope it will be an amazing present to you.
Yes,
So
thank you.
happy birthday, and
you.
hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time stretching with us. Viewers at home, just remember, know that this episode, Yoga Express, is Monday through Friday on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35 at 1:30 in the afternoon Eastern Time. That's New York time. And we have a blog, yogaxpress.com, YOGAXPRESS. We do live in North America. We don't know how to spell. There's no E before the X. That's actually the website, and the blog is just .blogspot.com. So there's a lot of support for you. Before we stand up to do our stretches, and Josiane, put on your thinking caps. Talisa and Josiane, you have to decide what stretches we're going to do. We have my third title, Yoga Secrets, to help you out. It has 10 ailment-specific cards inside. We also have a postcard with a simple ailment-specific stretch sequence called 48 Plus, and a fridge magnet, which it doubles up as a business card, so you can fold it over, put it in your wallet, or stick it on your fridge. Put a postcard in your briefcase, and don't give yourself any excuses not to stretch. Keep stretching. Josiane, Talisa, what have you girls decided? What are we going to do today?
I guess like the first
You want to do knee benders, or shall we do standing between today and tomorrow?
standing poses. Yeah.
Josiane?
Twist also. We all
Oh
like
yeah,
to-
that's all part of it. Let's do this. Let's do standing postures today, and then we'll progressively do seated and do prone and supine the day after.
Okay.
So that way we are able to show our viewers that because we're workshopping, it may take 3 episodes, but at home, if you're stretching with us, this can be a full sequence for you. So I'm going to move this back. Okay. Let me get my little cheat sheet. And all of this goes out of the way. Okay. Let's stagger ourselves. I'm going to have Talisa and Josiane move back. Indra, you and I can move back a little. I'm going to have Robyn and Sandra come forward. Okay, Indra, you're good there. That's good. That's good. Heels are together, toes slightly apart, palms in front of your chest. I'm assuming we have about 15 minutes. We did have a big class today. We had a lot of introductions. So we're going to try and get as many of the standing postures as we can. Close your eyes for just a moment. Make a mental note. Is your body swaying to the right or to the left? Make sure your elbows are raised. That helps keep you in the present. Now, if your body is swaying to the right, try and center yourself. If it sways to the left, center yourself again. And a good way to know whether you're putting more pressure on one leg, so look at your footwear. If there's a deeper impress in one shoe, you know you're putting more weight on that leg. Now, inhale the arms up. Open your eyes. Inhale. Take your arms all the way up. Arms are clasped together. When your arms are up there, wiggle your biceps behind your ears. Tilt your pelvis forward. Tighten your low back and your buttock and hold. Exhale. Fold from the hip. Don't let it bother you too much if your fingers do not touch your toes today. The idea is to make the effort, but try not to suspend your hands in midair. You want to make contact with the body. So make the connection. Place your hands at your ankles, your shin, the back of the calves. Just try to avoid your knees. And whatever you do, Robyn, I know you ride bikes a lot, so you might find it a little tight in the back. And you're doing the smart thing. Bend your knees if you need to, but just know that when you bend your knees, you won't feel the full stretch. So you want to bend just a little bit, but feel the stretch. So do you feel it, Robyn?
Oh, yeah.
Good. So let's hold it. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to inhale. How are you doing? Oh, wow, nice going. Sandra, that's good. Well done. And you said you had arthritis. You're doing great. Okay. We're going to inhale, bring our palms up to shoulder height, and then we'll exhale and bend at the knees. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, bend your knees. Place your have your palms facing each other. Very nice. Look ahead. This does involve a little bit of balance. So look ahead at a point in front of you that doesn't move. If there's too much pressure on your knees, lean back just a little bit. Inhale, let's come up. Exhale and release. Again, you might notice that some of us, I noticed Sandra, Robyn, and I brought our arms out by the side. And Talisa, Indra, and Josiane brought their palms down the center. It's important to notice you're getting something out of each one of these stretches. When you bring your palms down the center, you're learning to internalize the experience. When you bring your arms out, it's more a physical thing. You're getting a little more of a stretch. So either way, we're all gaining something. Let's all turn. Let me see. We have camera here. Let's all turn to the left. Bring your legs out about 3 feet apart. If you're tall, if you're as tall as Robyn and Talisa, you want to bring your legs further out. The taller you are, the more distance you want to keep between your feet. Now, not too far, about 3.5 feet. Put your brakes on, so bring your toes in. Once your feet are nice and secure on the mat, turn your right foot out. So the heel of the right foot is at a T with the inside of the left foot. Inhale, the arms up, palms facing down. We're going to lean a little bit to the right. Exhale, dip your right hand in front of the right ankle. Inhale, take your left arm all the way up. Both palms face forward. Nice going, Indra. You remembered. Both palms face forward. So, Josiane, feel free to pipe in. What's your expression for this?
Someone is holding my hand.
Yeah, someone's holding Josiane's hand, pulling her from up there. So that helps you. If you have if you have a good imagination, you can visualize that someone is pulling you up from there. So feel that delicious stretch on the inside of your adductor muscles and your abductors on the outside of your upper left thigh. Hold it. Let's inhale. Bring your arms back to shoulder height. Palms are facing down. Keep looking to the right hand to the tip of the right hand. Exhale, bend your right leg at the knee. This posture is very famously known in North America as brave warrior. We're going to keep exhaling, and when you bend, and note, Sandra, when you're bending and unbending, that's helping you ease any pain in the knee. Of course, you might be a little sore today, but that's okay. You'll be happy tomorrow. Exhale, dip your right hand in front of your right foot. Take the left hand all the way up. So now you would feel, because your knee is bent, right knee is bent, you feel a deeper stretch on the side, the obliques on the left side of the body. Now challenge yourself a little more. Take your arm all the way overhead. Palm faces down. Hold it. Follow the tip of your left hand with your eyes. Very nice. Press the right foot on the floor. Inhale. Let's come up. Bring both the arms to shoulder height. Straighten your right leg. Turn the right foot in. Turn the left foot out. For a few moments, we may be looking away from the camera, but that's okay. You know what we're doing. We're going to talk you through it. Turn the left foot out this time. Heel of the left foot is at a T with the inside of the right foot. Lean a little bit to the left. Exhale, bend and dip the left hand in front of the left ankle. Take your right arm all the way up. Look up at the raised arm. Your palm is facing forward. Josian's buddy is pulling your hand from up above. And hold. This time you should feel a beautiful stretch on the inside of the upper left thigh. Inhale, let's come up. Palms stay at shoulder height. Exhale, bend the left leg at the knee. Keep it, you're ahead of yourself, Indra. Keep exhaling, dip your left hand in front of your left ankle. Take your right arm and go all the way overhead. Challenge yourself, take your right arm all the way, very nice. Now palm faces down. This time you should feel a beautiful, beautiful stretch on the outside, the obliques on the right side of your body. Inhale, let's come up. Once your arms at shoulder height, straighten the left foot. Turn your left foot in, put your brakes on. Exhale, bring your palms down, wiggle your feet closer. Let's turn to face the camera. Before we move on, I think we should be able to do all the standing stretches, but very quickly, any reaction? Sandra, how are you doing?
That was hard.
But was it happy hard?
Yes.
It was fun?
Yeah.
I didn't hear any pops and crackles. And if we do, and I hear that sometimes in my knees, those are not Rice Krispies. Those are air pockets in your knees. So when you're bending and unbending the knees, the air pockets get in the way sometimes. Sometimes they can be painful. Mm-hmm. If someone has gout, for example, it might be a little bit of a raspy pain. But if you just have arthritic pain, you will hear a few crackles and pops every now and then. It's okay. They're air pockets, and slowly we'll learn to get rid of it.
Good.
What's your feedback? How do you feel?
No, those weren't so bad.
They weren't
Except
so
for
bad.
the straightforward one. That one was tough.
You did well. You did well. You did a good adaptation, though. I noticed you bent your knees just a little bit, so that's good. So that's good. If your body needs to adapt in any particular posture, feel free to do that. You don't want to hurt yourself. I know Indra is enjoying herself, so I'm not going to ask you. Was it okay? It's getting so much better, right?
It seems simple, but you know, it's quite a stretch. And
It is.
You do feel that stretch, and
Yes.
you feel your muscles are getting stronger.
That's right. And what it is we are actually channeling our energy to that part of the body. So what's happening is fresh, where the mind goes, energy flows, right? So
Right.
fresh oxygen gets to that part of the body, and that's how we refresh ourselves. A lot of the times, we all stretch. We just don't think about it. So before I jabber away and we lose time, again, I'm going to stagger myself. You girls are fine where you are. We're going to do a little bit of an intense back bend. And Sandra, you want to be a little careful. If anyone has any back issues, just be aware when you do back bends, if you're already in pain, you want to fold over to ease the pain, to ease the spine, relax the spine. If you want to strengthen your back, you want to do back bends. So let's all turn to the left to face the left front left corner of the mat. Bring your feet out about 6 inches apart. Keep the insides of your feet parallel to each other. Place your palms on your buttocks and push your elbows back. You know, when we were little, we used to have these little games where you had to try and touch your elbows in the back. I don't know if you guys ever played that. When I was young, they used to make me do it. It was hard even then, but it's hard now too. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, lift our chin up, and once we go past midpoint, we're going to start exhaling and glide our palms down the back of our legs. And when we do that, bend your knees if you have to. Inhale, exhale, and glide your palms down. Do not suspend your hands in midair. Doesn't matter where your hands are, just make the connection and hold. Bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, let's come up. Now, tilt our head back. We've strengthened our back. We need to do a little bit of a forward fold right here to ease any tension in the back. Bring your legs out. This time, regardless of what your height, you want to bring your legs out as far as you can. And just so you know, it's so important to be safe, put your brakes on. You definitely want to bring your feet in this time. We're going to do a forward fold called Ugras, and Ugra means fierce. And we won't go through the names today because we have a lot of new faces here, but we're going to do a forward fold. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Clasp your palms in any manner that you've been trained to do. We're going to exhale and fold, bringing our palms between our hands. Exhale. Keep your back nice and straight and fold. Are we almost out of time? Danny, how are we doing for time? Danny?
1 minute.
Huh?
1 minute.
1 minute? Huh. Press with your palms. Let's come up. Keep your back nice and straight. Exhale and release. I feel a little cheated today. Okay, that's all right. We'll catch up tomorrow. Wiggle your feet a little closer. Let's try and sneak in 2 more stretches, and tomorrow we'll see if we can work a little faster. But our holding times were much longer too. That's okay. Heels are together, toes slightly apart, palms in front of your chest. The good news is Janet, Josiane, and I escaped the balance postures.
Yes.
Inhale, take your arms overhead. Exhale, dip to the right. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, bring your arms in front of your chest, palms facing down. Bring your feet out about 6 to 8 inches apart. Keep it rolling, Danny. We want to try and complete at least 1 more. We're going to exhale, swing our right arm out. Inhale, bring it back to the center. Then exhale to the left and back to the center. Exhale to the right. Keep your hips where they are. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Now, this time, take your hips with you and swing your right arm out. See how